Hello everybody and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Hunt for the Deceptacons Seaspray. Now, this is a bit of a lesser known character, not one of the most popular ones, and this is the only Seaspray I have. Not because it's the only good Seaspray. I'm sure that the others are good. It's just this was my first one, and I haven't seen any that have honestly beaten it to me. Anyway, again, G1 Seaspray, classic character, looks good. It's just, I have such a bias for this guy. This is my favorite look for Seaspray that I've seen, period. He actually looks cool, which isn't the point of Seaspray, but I don't know. I just like this version. And yeah, now I got this guy secondhand, so I can't review the figure that, I think it came with, a secondary figure that, also transformed or something. I never got that figure, so I quite frankly didn't know that figure existed until I was doing some research on this guy so that I could make sure I had my facts straight. And he also came with, I should say, because I don't have them, some blast effects that were water jet looking things. And yeah, I don't have those either. But aside from that, this figure is still great. It holds up so well, way better than you'd expect for a fairly old figure. And so yeah. Now let's talk about last review. I forgot it, so let's do size comparisons first. Here is my previous review, Bulkhead, and they're about the same size, with Seaspray being a little bit taller. And here he is with Batman, and they're roughly the same size, with Batman being a little taller this time. And just because I want to be thorough, I want to try and remember to always do size comparisons. If you watched my previous review, I forgot to do size comparisons for Legacy Bulkhead, so let's do those real quick. Was my previous review, Starscream. Bulkhead's bigger. And here he is with Batman, and Batman is taller. Anyway, back to the actual figure that we're talking about, Seaspray. Yeah, so this design is really interesting and unique, and I really like Legacy, and I like a lot of what's going on right now. I don't have that G1 fatigue that a lot of people seem to be getting, well, Legacy's actually been a lot better about doing figures that aren't just G1, which I do really like, because I like when toys, the toys of Transformers, would just do a unique design for no reason. And I kind of wish that happened more, because I like seeing, same thing with third party. It's a lot of my favorite third party figures are the ones where they're just you know what? Instead of making another G1 Optimus Prime, let's do something entirely different. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I can respect that, and I really like it. And that's what this guy feels, because this is completely different than any other version of Seaspray. It's not in any movies that I know of, and why did I say that? I haven't watched every Transformers movie. It's not in any of the movies. And it might be in, a comic book, but I don't know. I haven't read every comic book. But anyway, so his weapon are these water blasters things that would shoot missiles if I had them. And yeah, they're fine. I prefer to keep them on the bottom of the arm, just because I think that looks a bit cooler. You can but yeah, and head is a very unique design. I like it. And yeah, so fun fact, how I found out his name, because I got it from, I can't remember if it was a garage sale or just a friend of mine was getting rid of it, and I was like, hey, can I have this? But I didn't know his name for a long time, and then I saw this, and so I started calling him CSP Ray. Because I didn't put two and two together. I was a smart child. So I was like, his name's Seaspray. that's weird. And then later on, I found out about Seaspray, and I'm like, face palm. But, yeah. So, articulation on this figure. It's old, so it doesn't have everything, but it does have a surprisingly good amount. Biggest thing, no waist swivel, but that's because of transformation. But head is not on a ball joint, but it can move side to side, and it has an up and down there. So, you can get basically all the movement that you need. Arms are on a ratchet joint that allow for a full 360, although his backpack does get in the way a little bit. Out that far, or if you use the transformation hinge, you can go all the way up. Bend at the elbow, and then I guess a secondary bend here for transformation. So wrist swivel, a little bit of movement there. Forward that far, back that far, out that far, bend at the knee, and ankle tiltage. So that's nice. And if you don't like him with the flippers, you can flip them in, but I don't know. I personally like it. And also, if you're having trouble standing him in a particular pose, you can transform the leg back like that, and that gives him a bit, like, it locks the leg from bending, because sometimes I've had problems standing him. But overall, nah, he's just great. Now, transformation is pretty fun. It's quite unique as far as, I think even as far as Seaspray figures go. And he turns into a hovercraft. That's the word for it. I was blanking for a second. And so let's get to that. So first you take the backpack and bring all this out. And then you take these back panels on his arms and flip them up. Then rotate that up and in like that. Take that in. Lift all this up. Then you're going to fold these out. Now, I'm not sure exactly which way these go. I'm 90% sure the technical correct way is like this. But I always tend to put it like this just because I like it a little bit more. But for the review, I'll leave it like this because I'm 90% sure that is the correct way. Now, this you can leave out or in, depending on what you need. I think you bring it out when you're using the little guy on it so that he can like stand or stay there, eat better. But I don't have that guy, so I just always leave it in. And then you bring the arms down, rotate the blasters, because you don't have to take them off. Lift up the arm and bring that up, and that locks in like that. Same thing on this side. Bring that up, rotate that around, lock that in, and make sure it's locked in on both sides. Then you bring all this down, and then bring the knees up, like that. Flip in the flippers and the back part of the leg, then rotate that around, and then that stays in like that. And just give everything a good old squeeze. Make sure it's all in place, and you are done. And it's a pretty cool hovercraft. For a long time, I had no idea what that was, but I like it. It's cool. And so, yeah. If you can find this figure for a decent price, I have no idea what the market is, because this is one of my oldest figures. And it's a sturdy one. A lot of my figures did not make it through my childhood, because I'd have crazy battles with them where breaking was like battle damage, and so it was cool. And looking back on that, I cringe so hard on it, because, gosh, I had such good figures, and I destroy them. But this guy was able to hold up through it all, and I can respect that. So, thank you for watching. This has been Bath Mat Reviews. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, and comment below who I should do next. And I'll get to that as soon as I can. Bye.